Hey,
Yeah.
welcome.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Yeah, they were really good dogs. Yeah, they sure were.
That's good. Welcome to the call. I think this is your first one, right?
It is. Yep.
Okay. Well, these are a little different than most of our calls. These are all about the member benefits and the website, how to get around, how to find things, and help you be able to do more business and find what you need. So, I'm gonna take a guess here. Maybe you're a probate attorney?
I do a lot of probate cases. Yeah.
Well, good. I would imagine that keeps you quite busy.
Usually, yeah, there's usually something going on.
Well, good. Let's see, I don't remember what part of the Metroplex you're at. You're not on the Fort Worth side, if I remember right.
I'm north of McKinney.
North of McKinney. Okay. Well, we have members from all over Texas, and they kind of pick and choose what events they come to. Of course, the virtual events are a lot easier for those folks.
Yep.
But happy to have you on the call today and happy to help you anytime you need help.
All right. Thank you.
We're just giving folks here just another minute and we'll kick it off. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't.
You
No.
didn't miss anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, you probably already heard that because it was not a good game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I heard, and yeah, but no, I didn't watch any of it.
Yep. I didn't watch an awful lot when I saw what direction it was going.
Hmm.
So,
Well, are you a Patriots fan?
not really any one uh, group. I like to watch a good football game
Yeah.
for Super Bowl, but other than that, I'm usually too busy to sit down and watch football all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and kick this off, and hopefully these other folks that registered will be here with us today. My name's Tim Cook, and Maria Cotton is here today. She's my assistant, and I've been running the real estate investment group for West DFW REI Group for about 16 years, and I've been buying houses for 25. So I've seen a little bit of everything. I've done quite a few probate deals over the years. Always liked helping that kind of customer. And so I've done a little bit of everything with single family homes. I don't do any commercial. I bought one office and I sold that office after 8 years or so, just about a year ago in Weatherford. And I built me a nice little home office here overlooking my pool and nice little quiet place to work now. So I don't have to drive and I don't have to go out real often except to go look at houses. So you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and who you are, what you do, and how we can help you.
Oh, well, Matt Sullivan, and I'm an attorney. And I wanted to come today just to see what I was missing out on benefit wise, because I haven't had much time to really look at the website or do anything. And I thought I'll try to squeeze this in today. So,
Okay. All right. Well, that's what this call is all about. We do this every month so that new members joining or even longtime members, if they forgot what was there or couldn't find something, then we'll walk you through and show you how that works and where it's at. Okay. So let me just switch over here to my group page and share, and I'll just kind of walk you through all that and see if it helps you. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay. So again, we are the West DFW REI Group. We've been around Dallas Fort Worth for 16 years. I would tell you that we are the most active REIA group in North Texas. Nobody holds as many events and stuff that we do, and it's all right here on the events calendar. And nobody offers a membership program like we do, and that's we're going to go through and cover all that today. But each month you can look here and see all the different events that we have. The majority of the weekday events are going to be virtual, except for the Lunch and Learn. That's an in-person meeting, and we move this meeting around every month to a different restaurant to attract a different crowd from different places in the Metroplex. This year, we're focusing the topic on wholesaling, anything and everything to do with wholesaling houses. But it's the number one priority for this meeting is network and build relationships, meet people, and build our buyers list. So that's what this group is all about. All these others, though, are usually some sort of tool. This meeting, for example, is just about member benefits and where to find things and stuff. We'll answer any kind of question, but it's focused on the membership benefits. The Saturday meeting is always going to be our main monthly meeting. It's in person. And it's our longest meeting because we're teaching a little more detail and content on that particular event. This month, we did a topic on AI and building your own AI engine. We're doing another AI topic in March on how to do more deals with AI. So we're trying to, even though the topic may not always be AI this year, we're going to, aside from the main topic, I'm going to be talking a little tip or something I've learned about AI to try and get more people using it because I think that's where the business is going. Um, we hold a ladies event. So if you know any ladies that are interested in investing, this is strictly for the ladies in the group, and it's a virtual call as well. Okay. And then you can just click the calendar, the arrows here to go forward and backward and see what's on the calendar for upcoming months. So that's what next month looks like. But let me back up here. I want to go just left to right and cover all the menu options here. This is the home page, and here's a little introduction to the group here in this video, and then you can scroll down here and you'll see some testimonials, and you'll see the next three events coming up, all right there. Over here, we have our property listings. So you have a free website as part of your membership, and it's pretty simple to get it set up. I haven't looked, but do you have yours set up?
No.
Okay. I'm going to show you where you can go to do that. It's probably a 10-minute task, if that, unless you want to customize something. But I'll show you that here in a couple minutes. That website, though, if you're buying houses, when you post your properties on your site, they're going to automatically populate up here on the group site for all of the members as well as the public to see. So our members have all these properties under contract or they own them. Okay. Um, when you update the status on your property, then it updates the status here on the web page. So this is a very powerful tool. This is here to help you sell quickly. The system not only posts your property up here on the group site, but it also once a week will send an email out to our entire database to help you sell your property. We don't charge you anything for that. We just want to help you get the deal done quickly because let's face it, if people are making money using these tools, they're going to stick around longer. If they're not making any money, they're probably not going to stick with us as members. So that's the reason behind it. We want them to be successful. Okay. Events, we already covered that. Oh, by the way, I forgot one thing on the property listings. Not only are your properties posted on your site and our site, but they're all also posted on a national site called Real Estate Promo. The gentleman that built this software is also an investor, and he has 70 other real estate investment groups across the country using this same software. So he's networked them all up so that people doing business in Alaska, if they're in Alaska and they bought a house in Texas, they can promote their property here on our website and vice versa. Okay. So you get a lot of visibility of your property when you post it on your website. Next thing is the membership tab. Before I go there, let me make sure I cover these little things. Here's all of our social media. Notice that we have two Facebooks here. We have a Facebook group, which is for members only. So that's a private group. And then we have our Facebook page, which is for the public. So both of these are great for you to join. And then, of course, Instagram, LinkedIn, Meetup, and YouTube. We only use Meetup for the purposes of driving traffic to this site here. We don't conduct meetings on Meetup. We just promote everybody coming to our group site here. That's all we do. And then all of our event videos are posted here on YouTube. For a first-time visitor to the group, if they're here on the homepage, they can create a free account. That free account does two things. One, it sends them the property listings that our members have. So if you had a property on your site, it would be distributed out to the free guests, the free visitors, the non-members of the group. And the second thing it does is it invites them to all of our events here on the events page. So they can attend. So there's three things really. They can attend their first meeting with us for free. It doesn't cost them anything. So um, we have a lot of people that create a free account here, and then that's how we're introducing the group to them. Okay. Membership info. Again, another place here you can create a free account. We have a lot of reviews posted here, video reviews of the group. We also have our Google My Business page is gaining a lot of attraction with reviews now. So there's two different places that you can see the reviews. Member benefits. Here's where the physical list of those benefits resides. And I encourage everybody to come in here periodically because you might forget it. Not only that, I update this periodically. And sometimes I add things to it, which I did just recently. And I'll address that in just a minute. So becoming a member is not only a discount. All of your meetings are free. They're included. There's no extra cost for that, except for workshops. If we have a 4 to 6 hour workshop, then there's an added cost for that. But members get a discount for those workshops. The um, for someone that's paying at the door, they pay a considerable amount of more money by paying at the door rather than becoming a member. So it's a big discount to pay up front on the annual. You can be a monthly member and still save money, but the annual membership is where you make the most money. We have great education every single month. We record all of these calls and we post them on our website. I will show you where those reside. But when somebody joins the group, they can have access to past training events all the way back to 2019. So if somebody has a hard time sleeping at night, we can help them. We have a lot of content for them to watch. Okay. Professional website. It's a 6-page website. You have buyer's forms, seller forms, so you can build a buyer's list using this site as well. You can post all your properties and all the training calls and stuff that we have are there. So the other thing that I don't mention very often is we have a premium upgrade, which I don't think is on here. I need to probably address that. There is for a small fee, $34 a month. You can get a premium set of tools added on that are all integrated into your website. And I'll just, rather than explain it now, I'll show you where it's at here in a minute. You can see all the different tools. But it's a very powerful set of additional tools. And when someone becomes a premium member, they have another whole list of additional training by the creator of this software. He's a investor and a broker for about the past 30 to 40 years. So he's been around a long time and has a lot of knowledge. Our private Facebook group, I mentioned that earlier, that's for members only. You get a membership card. That's just giving you a ID number for the group. We track everything that you do for the group, such as the number of events that you have attended, how much money you've spent, if it's on our annual membership or on a course, then it's all tracked there. And you can see all that in your members area. New members receive this real estate investor blueprint, a step-by-step guide from first lead to first deal. That's a pretty new benefit that was just added within the last month or two. I am actually fine-tuning that to make it even better, but that's a new benefit for all new members. This is another one that was changed a little bit, exclusive member-only events. We've always had the member-only event for the mastermind, but we've made the ladies call a members-only call, and this call here is for members only. We didn't want it to turn into a sales call or a bunch of newbies asking questions that were distracting and had nothing to do with your membership. So we just made it a members only call. Investor library, we're going to show you this, but you have access to all these contracts and forms and disclosures and audio files and past training video, past PowerPoint presentations. All that's available to you going back to 2017, and we'll show you that. Property listings, we already talked about that on the website. These meetings are really designed to be great networking and buyers list building opportunities and a chance to meet our vendors. We have what we call trusted vendors. We work hard at vetting these folks and making sure that they are the right people to take care of all of our members. So we have hard money lenders, conventional lenders, we have roofers, we have contractors. There's a bunch of them, and I'll show you where that's at in just a second. We are the only REIA group in North Texas that pays you to attend our main monthly meeting. So everybody earns $5 REIA bucks automatically deposited into your account when you register 48 hours in advance and you attend the meeting. So there's two requirements: register 48 hours in advance, which helps us plan, and then you attend. As soon as you check in, again, we track to your name and your ID number. You get credit for that, and you'll see that there's $5 deposited into your account. That REIA bucks is there for you to spend on membership renewal or use towards a workshop, things like that. So it's just an added benefit for attending our event, and it
And
helps us with planning.
it's only for our main monthly meeting, so the first Saturday of the month.
That's correct. It's only the first Saturday of the month. So, okay. And everybody that attends these meetings, they get to keep up on the cutting edge technology. I like technology. I spend a lot of time on it, and we try to share all that info. That's why we're doing so much with AI. The class last Saturday on AI was unbelievable, what people are doing now. So, um, and that was for the members only. So it was a great class. And then real estate tools, we're always working on gathering the best tools available for real estate investors. So we come up with agreements with these companies, and we demonstrate these tools as well as have them come in as guest speakers. And every one of these tools offer special trial offers to go try them and see if it's a good fit for your business. We also have, very important to us is MLS comps. So we have Propelio that offers MLS comps. I mean, really true MLS, not somebody's opinion of being real sold data. And Real Flow is another one that also has real MLS data. So it's a very, very powerful tool. Both of these tools, well, Real Flow covers nationwide. Propelio is not nationwide, but they are getting close. They are growing and growing. Okay. Um, and then you can click the link here and you can go off and see all the different tools and educational material that we have available. Again, same kind of arrangement with these different speakers and teachers is we have made arrangements for them to sell their products, and they have special pricing and stuff for us, for our members. So we have all these different things um, that are available. Any questions so far before I move on?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
All right. Um, Explore your options. This is for a non-member looking at becoming a member. We have both an annual membership and monthly. Okay. And then we have within those, we have a veterans offer, we have partner offers, and so forth. So that's what that's all about. We have uh, information for folks that may want to become a vendor. Um, we do have quite a few vendors in the group. These are people that can come in and help the membership, but also um, demonstrate your services, display your services. And I don't know if that's something that you're interested in, but we've had attorneys in the group before. We have a title attorney in the group that does a lot of closings for us and other things. Um, and then we actually have a code of conduct and terms and conditions. So I take this seriously with not allowing troublemakers and just being very clear. We're not promising anything. You can go in here and read this if you haven't. I would encourage you to do so. REI blog. We are always looking for content related to real estate investing as blog posts. All of our vendors can blog. I blog. Um, we could take members if they were interested in blogging and knew what they were doing, but this is all meant to be educational, for the membership. Resources have a lot of content in here for you. Um, we have investor resources, and in here is again, there's some links to some tools and educational stuff, but there's also a bunch of um, free resources in here for doing research and due diligence. So there's a lot of stuff in here to help, especially new investors, to get started. Okay. there's a lot of hours in putting this page together and all this content in here. Real estate investor calculators for the newbies that maybe haven't found a tool that they like yet. They have these different things in here that they can come to and use. We have miscellaneous resources. So the last resources page was really more local stuff. This is much higher, nationwide, commercial, things like that. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here. They probably could be combined, but right now they're not. Real estate articles, again, more education material, trying to get other people up to speed, get new members up to speed on the real estate investing world because it's a huge opportunity. We don't want to have people go out and make mistakes if we can help it. So we want to try and give them as much education as we possibly can. Then there's a tenant screening tool in here if people are interested in managing rentals themselves. And then there's also a nice real estate glossary for people that are just getting started in the business. Real estate tool investor toolbox. So that's where all the education and tools are at for people to purchase if they'd like. That's under the toolbox. Here's our trusted vendors page. So these are all people that are our current vendors. So you have kind of a directory on this side. And then as you click on each one, the video will change. We do a 5 to 10 minute little short video introduction, kind of like an interview between myself and the vendor. Just kind of introducing them to the group and asking them who they are, what they do. And then on this side is all their contact information. Okay. So we have note buyers, we have insurance companies, hard money lender. There's our MLS comps and seller lead list provider. There's our store, Roof Max is our roofing company. Our general contractor for rehabbing houses. There's our title company. There's our conventional lender. Uh, Texas Bank is actually the company that provides our meeting location on the first Saturday of every month. So they give us this big room for our meetings and they provide us breakfast too. So they love us a lot.
Hmm.
And they do all kinds of different loans as you can imagine as well. So and then Bryant's company property management is our property manager vendor. So you can click on each one of these and go see the what each of these companies do. And but good people, most of them have been with us a very long time. Uh, I mentioned earlier that I take this very seriously because I don't want people to be taken advantage of by the contractors. I'm sure you recall what happens on the news when we have a hailstorm come through. Every roofer or wannabe roofer comes out of the woodwork and people are getting ripped off and it's all over the news. We don't want our members to be one of those victims. So we try and bring on the best people that our members can trust and help them grow their business, not take advantage of them. And then the join now button is for non-members to become a member. But for members, so most of what we've covered here so far is accessible to everyone. But this is where your membership area lies. You log in up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. You come down here to my account, and then you have all these different things that you can go do. So your dashboard is just that. It's a dashboard. It's kind of your central point. Um, you can see here if you've had any leads come in on your web page and they ask for one of the special reports, you'll see it show up right here. This is MLS driven data for Tarrant County only. And then right here in the middle, of course, a calendar, but then it gives you the next upcoming event, which is what we're in right now. Okay, so later today, this topic here will change. I mentioned earlier about um, the property analyzer tools or the premium tool upgrade. That's what it's called right here, property analyzer tool demo. And you can see a link right there. You'll receive an email too, but you can register right here on this. It's about an hour long call. It's done by Mike. He is the creator of this whole system. So he does that demo much better than I. But I do that demo occasionally because I do believe in those tools and I use them. Also, right here, if you have any leads that have come in, somebody raised their hand, said, I need help selling my house, then you're going to see it right here. Okay, so that's what this is for. Over here's where you control your back office area. They call it the dashboard. I call it the back office area. But you can do all these different things here. Change your profile picture, your account information, your membership card. You can go see your member ID number right there. Um, my download. So, like many websites, you can get somewhere from a couple different places. So you have my downloads here and manage website here. You can come over here under this my account and you have my downloads here. And under here, you can edit and manage your whole website right here. So we're going to go back up here and start with downloads. So this is all the content that we've made available to paid members. This part right here is only available to the premium paid or the people that signed up for that property analyzer tools demo. There's a audio file on subject to deals, advanced wholesaling, and then this is uh, property analyzer tool starter kit to help people use these tools that we've been talking about. But all this stuff here is available to all members to download and utilize. I do a special report here on 90 ways to find wholesale deals. That's something that every new member should go look at if they're doing wholesale deals. It's not a how-to guide. It's just meant to be ideas on how to generate leads for wholesale stuff, wholesale deals. So in here we have some Trek contract stuff. We're going to be updating it when the new Trek changes settle down again. But we've got a sample wholesale contract in here for those folks that are doing wholesale deals. So there's a lot of content in here, and a lot of people tend to forget about it. That's why I encourage members to come back periodically to just kind of get their brain housing group refreshed on what we're offering, okay, where things are at. So that was my downloads. Here is the past event files. This includes audio, video, and documents that we've uploaded. And over here, you notice that you got to select the type of event that you're looking for. So the main monthly meeting is always the Saturday meeting. That's the big one. That's where we teach the most. That's where you're going to find audio, video, and documents. We don't always provide you all three of those from the other events. So it's important that you make sure you're in the right area first. Today's event is a subgroup event. So notice that we have less green check marks here. Okay. Um, so the ones that have the green check marks are the ones with video. Now, in the right-hand column, notice it says available, and the options are no archive content for this meeting. Yes, 166 more days. No, no, so on and so forth. So this is set up to display the content to you for 180 days. So it's a countdown from 180 and it counts down to zero. Once it goes to zero, then it says no content available. So what that means to you is you can still get to it. All you have to do is give me a date and a title, and I can re-release that topic to you for 24 hours. Okay? So you can get all the way back to 2019. You know, this goes way back here. Yeah, we go way back here. Okay? So you just have to take a little bit of time. You know, if you're interested in subject two, then there's some subject two training. If you're interested in, well, the virtual lunch and learns, you notice there's nothing checked there. So we don't record anything there. Um, I used to do it, Tim's Tuesday Tips. Well, we had video and audio for that event. So anyhow, you see all that. If we did a workshop, then it would be under workshops. But and you can also make it easier just by clicking on all. Okay. Again, you can download anything that's already got a green, I'm sorry, if it's got a number in here. So let me go back to the beginning. You can download anything right now by if it says the number of days. All you have to do is, and this is one way of getting to it. Remember, I said in many cases there's more than one way to get somewhere on the site. So you're in the past meeting files. Here we can select yes, select it. Then it takes us to the monthly calendar in which the event took place. And all of this content is at the bottom of the calendar event. Okay. So here's the audio files. You can come in here and play it right here. Here's the video file. And here is any documents. We can have up to 10. I'm going to be adding more here to this one. This is our event from last Saturday. But that's where all the content is saved. This is also where you'll register for each event. I didn't really show you that on events, but if you come into, well, you already know that you registered. So here's next week's event coming up. You're just going to come down here and click on pre-register. Okay. You have to log in and then pre-register, and then you just attend the call like you are today. When we're done processing the video and stuff, that's going to show up right down here, just like the one we just showed you. So again, you can get to any of the past video and audio and documents through this location, or if you happen to know what month, what event, what day the event took place, you can just go straight to the calendar. Okay. Any questions on that before we move on? We're getting close.
No, sir.
Members directory. So for paid members, you kind of have a built-in buyers list in here. You have all these people that are paid members, and let's say you remember talking to somebody from Cattle Mills, but you don't be darned if you can remember their name. Well, you can search on Cattle Mills here and figure out it was Yolanda, and you can come in here and select it and send her an email. Okay. You don't get to see her email. The system protects it. So, but you can send them an email and then they can respond to you that way. So this is kind of a nice feature to have. It's only accessible to our VIP members. You can see your membership card here. You don't really need it, on a daily basis because of the way the system works, but you can see your membership card right there. It's also in your members area where we were at earlier in the dashboard. Okay, my website. Before I go over here and cover these things, let me just hit these other things here. So you have frequently asked questions about the website. So you can spend some time in here. You might go in there and peruse all that and see just what kind of topics are there. The how-to videos. This is where you can go to get a video on how to set up your website. And Mike has made it really simple for you right there, very first video. This is only a couple minutes long. You just follow it step by step to set it up. Your very first or second email that you receive, Matt, will have a link to activate your website as well, but you can also go do it right here. Okay. If you have trouble with it, give us a call. You do not have to have a domain name for it. However, if you don't use a domain name, it's going to be a kind of a long, ugly link that's not pretty to market with. It still works for the big purpose of it was for your property listings to market and promote them, but you really are better off to spend the $10, go to GoDaddy and buy a domain and then follow this video and it will show you how to set that domain name up. Okay. And then once you get your first deal, then here's a video to show you how to post that first property on your website and upload pictures. Very simple, not difficult at all. We offer the services of doing it for you for a fee, but not many people take us up on that because it's pretty simple and easy to do. For people that have trouble with estimating repairs and stuff, here's some training on that. This is going to utilize, though, the repair estimation tool that's a part of the premium upgrade. And that's really what it focuses on. So you probably want to be a premium tools user first. Here's an overview. If you don't have time for the webinar on the tools, you can come in here and watch this video on the control panel and how it all works and stuff in there. Additionally, if you wanted to add to your web page, then you can read how to customize your site. The one thing, another benefit of upgrading to the premium tools is that it upgrades your website as well by allowing you to then put YouTube video on it, add blogs to it so you can attach blogs to your site, as well as email autoresponders for anybody that visits your site. So there's a lot in the repair tool upgrade for the $34 a month. Um, Again, more website content, customization, menu links, the repair estimate worksheet, and how to read the scope of work. That's all stuff that can help you present offers to sellers. Mortgage calculator, the offer generator, the system will generate letters of intent for you to present to the seller based on the input into the system. You can also set your site up with Google Analytics and embed YouTube video in your website. Okay, so there's a lot of capability here for your website. And then this premium features, there's more detail here and how to and stuff on the premium features and how that all works. So, and then if you wanted to go into your profile and edit any of that, you can see all the events you've attended, and your account history with regards to, your expenses on membership and purchases. So that's all in there. But any questions on any of this before I go back into the my website part?
No, sir.
Okay. So I know I've been talking really fast, so we'll try and wrap this up here in a couple minutes. So you have in your website, you have buyer leads, seller leads, and special report leads. So what that is if somebody comes in and asks for a stop foreclosure report, you're going to see that lead come in through here. That's what that's for. Okay. And then, seller leads are going to go in here, buyer leads are going to go in here. Once you buy the property, then that's what goes in here in the My Properties section. Okay. So I'm going to take the seller leads first. And you can see in here that I have these seller leads in here, and you can select it. Before I go there, you also notice that you have your property leads, you have your buyer leads, and special report leads. So they're just in a different tab up here. Okay. And then you can come in here, and if you want to work on this lead, let's say it just come in, you select it, and now the same thing applies if you are adding the property in here yourself. Let's say they called you and didn't come in through your system, you can add them into the system here, and then you're going to start going through this analysis tool. You're going to put your comp prices in here. You're going to click here to go into repairs. We'll go there in just a minute. And you want to fill in all the information in here regarding the mortgage and the property info and so forth. Um, I have already created this, so that's why you see no way to add anything. So I can come in here and click edit. Now I can come in here and add any additional information that I've learned about this property. Okay. All the seller's info can go in here, and then I can hit save. I could come back up here to the repair estimation tool and just click on repairs. And this is meant to be a quick rehab analysis so you can get close to a number without having to pull contractors out and spend a lot of time, maybe spend money on an estimate with the contractor and put together an estimate. You can open this up on your phone. It's not an app, but it's mobile optimized. And you can just log in and go to this property and just start walking through and start checking off things that you know needs to be done. Roof, I need 10 windows. I need, I'm on the exterior now. I need 3 doors. I need no patio doors. Whole thing needs painted. Um, I don't need siding. I need a medium-sized driveway, and then you hit update. So it's all based on a national rehab estimation service. However, you can go in and change the default costs right here. You can go in there and change it as you build relationships with your local contractors. Then you come over here and you do the garage piece. So it needs a roof, needs paint, needs siding, it needs 2 garage doors. So it's going to take it off this. Service doors, it has 1. Click update. You can also add additional notes in here, but you have to manually put in the cost here for any additional notes, things that may not be in the system. And then you come over here for the interior. The whole house needs paint. It needs 8 interior doors, flooring, a kitchen, 2 baths, electrical. It needs a new panel. and so on and so forth. You just keep coming through here and checking these boxes. This house is bad, so it needs everything. So then it takes all three of these and it totals it all up down here to be 110,000. So uh, when you're walking through a house like that, you now have something that you can be able to start having a conversation with a seller about the numbers. And maybe you get it under contract and have an option period to go finalize uh, these numbers with a contractor, go firm it up, go get the contractor to walk it with you, and then you finish up your after repaired value analysis, and then go back and determine if you have to make an additional offer, have that offer changed. So you can print the scope of work, so you can give the seller the details of what you know needs to be done. You can also print that in a blank form to give it to your contractor to quote it for you. I don't like to give my contractor my numbers. I want to know what they can do. So I print it out in a blank, but it takes all these things and puts it on the form that I know need to be done and just removes the numbers. Okay. And then you come up here back to the um, details again. And so once this property uh, is bought, you can then just transfer all this information over where it says sell this property. So you don't have to re-enter it all over again under the My Property section. And I need to go back to, I'm sorry. So taking it from where we're at is always a little bit unclear. Uh-oh. I'm just going to submit this. So we have a trouble ticket system built in here. And since I just got the error, okay. Sorry about that. Let me get back up here to we were under the My Properties section. I'm sorry, we weren't. We were under leads. Let me go back there again. So we were back here. Um, so we've got all the public info in here. We've got our repair estimate in here. I don't have comps in here, but I wanted to show you what these other things are without taking the time to do this. But all you got to do is put in the comps that you have. In this case, there aren't any. So um, you can go to the seller's net sheet from here, or you can come up here to the top. And this is really for use with presenting to the seller to show them what the typical cost would be if they were going to try and sell it themselves. So they do give us that ability in here. So based on all the analysis and the comps, you can show them just what it would cost if they decide to sell themselves. Okay. But this is the interesting one, the offer generator. Well, I guess I'm not going to get to show you that. The offer generator, though, will take all of the info that's been provided here and all the comps, the mortgage information. It could be spitting out the air because I didn't finish this, possibly. But once it has all the information, when you click on the offer generator, it spits out 8 potential scenarios, and it's all based on the input. So naturally, if it's a free and clear home, it can't give you a subject to deal because there's no mortgage on it. But if it's free and clear, it's going to give you an owner finance deal, and you can go in and adjust all the terms on that to make it be what maybe you've talked to the seller about when you met with them and so forth. So it's a very powerful tool. It helps new investors tremendously with making their first couple of offers, and it does it almost instantly. But it gives you 3 different offers to present. Now, you don't have to use all 3, but it's giving you 3 different scenarios in which you could potentially buy the house if you're interested in doing that. So it's very, very powerful tool. Okay. Um,
Tim, we have a question. The the trouble ticket system, is that just for us, or if members have issues on their site, could they submit trouble ticket system?
that's a really good question. I don't know that I've ever seen the trouble ticket system in the member side, but I will ask that question.
Thank you. We'll get back to you, Jonathan.
Speaking of, let me get over here to that last section, my properties. So, speaking of the your website, I want to show you something. And I'm telling you this because this just happened yesterday with one of my mentor students. So this is my website with the group. And I am a big believer in testing your own systems, pretending you are a buyer, a seller, and making sure that things are working, right? You don't want to be marketing, driving traffic to your site and turn out the site doesn't work. So I highly recommend that any place you have a form that you come in here and fill it out and go check the email that you expect it to go to and make sure it's working. Okay. Um, this website, just like others, has problems occasionally, and you need to make sure that it's working. If a seller's got a house for sale, then they come in here and fill this form out, then you want to make sure it's working. Same thing with the free reports, re the foreclosure report. If they fill this form out, you want to make sure that you receive it, right? So go test every form on your site and then check your emails, making sure it's not going to spam and junk, and make sure you get it. If you don't get it, you need to report it. Questions on that?
No, sir.
Okay, so once you have a property, it falls under the My Properties section over here, right here. And this is where you're going to either go add a new property, or once it's already in here, this is the most recent one that I sold, you just click on it and you come in here and edit the listing. So the I can't stress enough the importance of, once you've posted your property, to go look at the public view of it and make sure that it displays properly and everything is the way you expected it to be. You don't have any issues with it. All the details are there. I highly recommend that you fill in as much information as you possibly can about your property, and then make sure you save it and then start promoting it. But notice I have YouTube video in my listings. That's something you can do when you're selling your houses, is post a video. Okay. So I think that is it. Did I miss anything, Maria?
No, I don't think so.
Um, yeah.
Oh, yes. All the just, more information on the premium tools and all the additional training they get from Mike.
Okay, thank
Or
you.
the I think it's under the how-to video. There you go, training videos.
Okay, so it's over here under um, premium features and training videos. Now,
Mhm.
if you're not a member, if you're not a premium tools member, you won't see this. So, but I wanted to just show it to you. Look at all of this training in here. Um, I mean, it's got everything: private lenders, marketing, wholesaling, subject to social media. It's got a little bit of everything. And also, Mike holds a premium members mastermind call. That's where these are all coming from. Premium members mastermind. Um, Naturally, he wants you to succeed and he wants you to stay on as a premium member, right? So he does his own training of the premium tools members, just like I do one as well. But he saves all this stuff. So now you've got, double the training content if you're interested and have time. There's a ton of stuff in here for you to come in and learn about. Due on sale clause for subject twos, lease option, mastermind sessions, wholesaling. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. So, okay. Wow, I can't believe that we hit 1 hour right on the button.
Yeah, we did it. Just one last question, more, I guess, information. Last time I tested, it's from Jonathan. Last time he tested, because he's talking about the sites. Um, Hold on, where did it go? It limits the number of properties you can test from the same IP address in the browser. I believe it is to prevent being, hold on, sorry.
I don't have a clue what that means. Limited properties from an IP address. I have no idea.
Hey, Tim. Yeah, and I was just saying that when you go and test it, it looks like they have safeguards in there to prevent you from doing a bunch of
I
properties. The same
Jonathan,
property.
I cannot understand anything you're saying.
Yeah, he's
It's
having,
all static. Sorry.
yeah. He mentions his connection was, he was having some issues with his connection.
Text him back and tell him to send me an email.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any idea what that might mean. So, any questions, Matt? I know we threw a lot at you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I need to go, but I enjoyed it and you appreciate it.
Are you buying houses?
Well, from time to time.
Okay. Well, if you have somebody that needs help, and I'd be happy to discuss it with you and see if I can't help somebody if you don't have time for it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Matt. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right, Jonathan, we're going to let you go too, man. I can't understand anything you're saying, so have a great day.
Bye.